Hi, I'm Andy Hill.
And I'm Judy Hill, and we live a little bit north of Benton on a farm, our family farm, and we're here today to talk to you about our good friend, Dr. Hal Brown.
We've known Dr. Brown almost 30 years, just from the time he commenced his practice here in Cape Girardeau, and I've been a patient on and off just about that, well, for that 30 years of practice that he's had so far.
And you know, over that time, we've come to know him on a personal level as well as his being our physician. And one of the things that we have in common is that we all feel that things are not right in our country right now. And we want very much to turn this ship around.
Hal has many good ideas to bring our country back to what it was originally founded upon. He believes in the Constitution. He's a true patriot of this country. I've served 22 years in the United States Navy as a Naval Aviator. I spent 11 years on active duty, the remainder as a reservist up until the early 90s.
You know, and over that time, I've raised 3 children. A lot of those were good years for us, but Andy was gone, serving our country for that period of time. Primarily, we are a nation in debt. This debt, I don't want to leave to my children and my grandchildren. As I understand it, we're more than $19 trillion in debt right now, and no one is stopping the spending. If Hal goes to D.C., I know that he'll do everything that he can to stop that frivolous spending and to live within our means. That's very important to us. We want our children to be able to be raised in a country that will offer them the same advantages that we've had.
We do not need to continue to expand and grow government. We're having daily new regulations, not laws, but regulations created by all of this huge government that's been created over the years. Hal recognizes these things, and he will be able to control and try to reduce through his great efforts and beliefs. Hal, his experience that he's had through his years of practice, recognized for us, for me in particular, the different types of problems that I had with actinic keratosis and what they could develop into. Hal was able to recognize, treat me correctly, so he was able to foresee a problem, what it would progress into a greater problem. So Hal, going to Washington, D.C. already is very familiar with many of our problems that we have today.
We send our elected officials to do the things that we want, but like balancing the budget, and they don't seem to respond. They don't do what we ask them to do when they get there. First, they said they needed the House, so they got the House. Then they needed the Senate, and then once we gave them the Senate, they still would not stop the spending. They have the power of the purse. They could have stopped. You begin to realize that the people we're sending are not the right people for the job. We want people like us, people who understand that we live within a budget. They should live within a budget. We also don't like the way we are spending on illegal immigrants get benefits in this country that our own children aren't entitled to. Why is this happening? Why can't we close our borders? These are all issues that Hal is very familiar with. He seems to have made a habit to study these things over the years, and he will not back down, not like so many of these people who promise that they're going to do something, and then when they get there, the only thing they seem to be interested in is keeping their cushy jobs.
We need people like Hal Brown to make certain we continue to have the freedoms that we have in this country that's being slowly eroded each day, so that all these people can pursue the careers that they desire, that this country's known for.
And I also believe citizen legislators were the original intent of our founders. We were not supposed to have career politicians making decisions for us. We want people who are connected to the community.
Hal, he believes in term limits. We believe in term limits. We don't feel that we should have a career politician, as Judy has said. We have people that have been there forever. They've lost sight of their goals. as to why they were sent there. We need someone who knows that we send them there for. Remember that. Do as we've elected them to office. Follow the Constitution.
Ideals that he upholds within himself that allows him to always do what is right for those that he serves. He's done that in his practice, and I absolutely am certain he'll do that if we send him to DC.